Good evening, beautiful people. Good morning, beautiful people inside of worlds, parts of the world that it isn't good evening to. Wow, that was a lot to get out. Shouldn't have been that hard. Hey guys, we are up to Y, which means tomorrow night will be the end of the alphabet and we'll be on to step 7. Okay. So I have to tell you, of course, you know, there's more to life than just letters. So I'm going to tell you a little about my day. I think I told you about the Jeep situation. So here was my plan for today. I was going to go get coffee and go meet Polly. So when I stopped for coffee, we have a little gas station here. Well, big, relatively. It's a chain. And I have their app. And when you use their app, they give you goodies like free coffee, free water, just different random things. Well, because it was my birthday month, I got a free, like you get to pick a little bakery item. So I didn't realize how hard it is to podcast with a hard candy in my mouth. I'm sorry. Anyway, I pick on my bakery item and I go, and at the register, it doesn't work. The coupon only takes off for my coffee and not my bakery item. I didn't think that this was a big deal or too serious. And she checked with someone else and she ended up just letting me have my coffee and my bakery item. So I thought that was really cool. But here's the fun part of it. And what I'm about to say doesn't come with any promises. But I want to share how the rest of the day progressed with this. I'm in the middle of doing what's called a 21-day abundance challenge. And every morning is when I've been doing it. Every day there's an assignment and a meditation. And some days, like one day it took me like an hour and a half to do the work. But I do the work. And it's with that Deepak guy. Like I said, it's an abundance challenge. So today's things were to take note of 3 things that we got in abundance. So I definitely got some sunshine. I felt like I got a gift with this free coffee and bakery item. I mean, it's not super huge, but it's the idea. And then we're getting through golf, and this is the really cool part. So the whole Jeep situation, I didn't really get into the financial part of it with you guys, but essentially I'm leasing it and making a payment on that and paying a payment on my other car, which is also a lease, and paying insurance on 2 cars, which is fine. I've just been trying to rack up the miles on the Jeep, knowing that I'll have the Equinox long term and whatever. And I still didn't put a lot of miles on the Jeep. There's only like 33,000. Anyway, so Polly asked me what I was paying because he's going to take over the Jeep. And I told him, and it was, it's like $350 or whatever. I said, but I didn't really care about the money. Well, he comes up today and I say to him, I was like, listen, whatever you decide to pay me, that's cool. I don't want the money. I'd like you to put it in an account. And my intention is next year to move out of my apartment and to move into a motorhome or an RV, something very portable and something very small, bigger than the cab of a tractor trailer, but smaller than a house or an apartment. So I'm looking forward to that. And I just started shopping for him over the weekend because I have a feeling I need to do a lot of homework before I decide which one I'm going to move into. I need to learn how to deal with my car and the shower and laundry and all that stuff. So anyway, he goes, oh, well, I have money for you today. And he brought a good amount of cash up that I totally wasn't expecting. And he's like, okay, well, I guess I'll start with the account with this. So it was like I totally got free money. And I don't know if it's because of the abundance challenge or just the way the universe worked out. I never would have saw that Never would have saw that coming. So very grateful for that. And then there was this family that, well, multiple families, I guess, that had fires in Connecticut. And I was really struggling with, how do I give them, like, I wish it was almost a year from now and I could give people my furniture and stuff. But unfortunately, I still need it for another year. But it occurred to me, I had a big TV here in my spare room. And then I have a brand new smart TV that essentially, we'll call it was one of those free casino gifts. But I never really use it. I mean, it's in my bedroom, but when I sleep in my bedroom, I don't sleep when the TV's on. And so I sent home both TVs to go to wherever they go. And then while Victor was here, he's one of the friends or family members, for lack of a better word. And we were talking, and he was able to take my Wii, which made me so happy. You know, the game, the Wii. So part of what I'm trying to do is to find good homes for all the things that I have, places that people will enjoy what I'm giving them. So, and I, thinking ahead this way gives me a year to do it. And it just made me so happy. Like, I was abundance with being able to give people things I received. It was just crazy how that worked out. So I don't know if the challenge is the magic trick, or it's just, I don't know, the universe decided to hook me up this weekend, but I will take it either way. Okay. So now that I'm done with my super good news, I guess we'll do a couple why words. So the first one that was very frequent and makes sense is for a self-care activity is yoga. Why yoga? And here's the thing about yoga, guys. I don't know if you've ever tried it or not, but it took me trying it in Kansas City in a couple different formats, trying it here a few times. It took a while, but now I love it. I'm not good at it, but when you find the right instructors or the right style, any yoga instructor will tell you that it doesn't matter if you do it right or wrong. Really, you can just sit there and breathe and you'd be doing it right. I fell asleep on a lady one night, and she said that was just fine because she took that as a compliment because I was just doing what my body told me to do. So yoga is a great thing. If you are going to try it, don't just try it once. Try it at least 3 times. Try it different places, different instructors, see what you like, see what's a good fit for you. It's just so good for your body, for your spirituality, for lots of things. So I recommend it, and so do like a majority of people today voting on the letter Y. The next one I loved as well was Y for yes. And it was yes. One of the contexts was yes for trying new things. Yes for recovery. Yes for taking care of ourselves. There was a lot of really good yeses, and that was a nice positive note that was spread, I think, in every room, just about every room that we play the game in. Somebody said yoga and yes. And they also said this last one, which is yelling. And nobody said it in a derogatory way. It was all like, yell to, I think somebody said, into the abyss, and just yelling not at anyone. So like yelling as another self-care kind of concept where you're just like blowing off steam or releasing. And I love that because all of these things, saying yes to making time for yourself, yoga and yelling, they're all good ways to empty your bucket. So very successful letter day, I guess. Very successful weekend. I am going to jump off with you guys, and I'm going to do some more work is my intention. Hopefully I don't run out of steam. But I have some pretty big goals and some thinking work I'd like to do. So I am going to do that tonight. So I hope everyone had a fabulous weekend. I'll be back with you in the morning. And I haven't nagged you in a while. So I'm going to ask you if you could kindly review and rate the podcast for me. It really does help. It does help podcasters get the show out and in more people's hands. So if you could take the couple minutes to please just write a review. If I add value to your life or help or even entertainment value, anything, I would just appreciate it. That's my big ask for the evening. All right, beautiful people. I will talk to you in the morning. Have a good night.